When is enough really enough? When is it time to call it quits? You're in a relationship and things just aren't going the way that they used to. Everything has just spiraled downwards. And you're there fighting and fighting the good fight, hoping to turn this relationship around. But without the effort and the emphasis and the trouble and all the trials and tribulations you're going through, the relationship is still not going anywhere. So when do you call it quits? Or is for better or for worse really for better or for worse? I'm Simone with Access My Life. Access My Life means you're strong, you're independent, you're a go-getter, you know your worth, so anyone can access your life. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you like one of these shirts, check the description box. Okay, now let's get back to the video. Does this mean that you stay in the relationship no matter what? Because you made a vow, you made a commitment to your spouse, that for better or for worse, I'm going to stick with you to the end? Do people still take that very seriously and extreme to the point that if they're miserable in the relationship, they still stick it out? Or is that a thing of the past and the first sign of something going wrong in the relationship, then you're like, bye, see ya? What really is the understanding here? What are people doing? What is the norm? I know we hear things on the news all the time, about celebrities getting divorced and all that stuff. But guess what? Celebrities are just a chosen few. The same people over and over that we're hearing about, their lives are just being revealed in front of the whole world. That's all it is. But what about the regular people like you and me, the ones who are sitting here in private, going through your stuff and nobody knows? What about those people? Are they running to the divorce court, or are they taking that vow seriously for better or for worse? I strongly believe that that vow, for better or for worse, it means something. And it should mean something because it is the foundation of marriage. It is something that you stand on. That's like the whole point and significance of getting married, because you know that through hell and back, you're going to stick with that person no matter what, for better or for worse. Two lines here. And that's what the vow means, because there are times in a relationship that things are going to be flourishing. Things are going to be great. You're going to be so happy and in love and everything is awesome. And then there's another time that your relationship is just going to be going to the floor. And things are just going bad and things happening one after the other. And you're just wondering, when am I going to get to the end of this so I can go back to the good times? If you're married and you're having marital issues, you really need to take a step back and analyze, think about things. Think about what your relationship used to be like. Think about what it is like now, and think about what you would like it to be. A lot of times people start having issues in their relationships because they grow apart. Growing apart, I think, occurs because of lack of communication. Or maybe one person has changed the way that they see life, or they want to move into another direction, and they tell their spouse about it, but for whatever reason, the spouse just doesn't pay them any attention. It will pass. It's a phase. While you are seriously moving towards your goal and moving towards the next direction, while your spouse is still standing in that same space. So yeah, one spouse is going to be moving on with their lives while the other one is still stagnant and wondering and waiting and saying, hey, where did you go? On the other hand, there are situations where the spouse does not say anything. They just start doing whatever they want to do. No communication. So the other spouse is still there sitting and wondering, what's going on? Why has my partner start acting this way? Why are they doing this and doing that? And they never used to do that before. Communicate. You guys have to sit down and talk and let your partner understand where you are, and you need to understand where your partner is. And at that point, once you guys do that sit down and they really get the full understanding, then your spouse can then make the decision and say, hey, is this something that I really want to continue being a part of, or this is not what I signed up for? A marriage is two people coming together, becoming one. That's really what it's about. But at the same time, you have two individuals with two personalities, two minds, two different goals, different dreams. And a lot of marriages, when you come together, all of a sudden, your dream dies, especially if you're the woman and you used to be like a career person. All of a sudden, you have to put your career on the back burner, because if you don't, then you're not going to be looked upon as a good wife or a good mother. You know, a lot of times the woman gets left in the dust. The real partnership in a relationship is for both people coming together as one, and both also understanding that, hey, before I got married, I married a person who had their own dreams and aspirations. So because they come into this marriage, it doesn't mean now that all of a sudden all their dreams and aspirations just disappear like poof, in the air. That's not what it's supposed to be. You are supposed to help your partner to get to their full potential, and your partner is supposed to help you to get to your full potential. And so both of you in the relationship now can grow together and achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.